Hi, Mr. Kwong. This is my video for the second problem for the math project. So the second problem states that I need to make a rational inequality with this. And to solve the rational inequality algebraically, state any restrictions on x, show all steps are good form, and the final answer should be rounded to 2 decimal places. So the first thing we're going to do is, of course, sub in the corresponding letters that are with my student number into the equation. So this is going to become x squared plus 5x minus 4. All of that is going to be over 7x plus 2, and that is equivalent to 2. Now, to find the restriction, we have to look at the denominator. So what we're going to do is this is going to be 7x plus 2 cannot equal to 0. So now we're going to have to isolate for x. So bring the 2 to the other side. 7x is equivalent to minus 2, or cannot equal to minus 2. Then bring the 7 to the other side. The restriction is going to be minus 2 over 7. Is x cannot equal to minus 2 over 7. So now I'm going to erase this from here. I'm going to state the restriction on the side over here. It's that x cannot equal to negative 2 over 7. And what we're going to have to do now is turn this statement into a polynomial. So what we're going to do is bring the denominator to the other side, and it's going to become x squared plus 5x minus 4 is equivalent to 2 bracket 7x plus 2. And then distribute the 2, of course, into the bracket. And what we're going to get is 14x minus plus 4. Yeah, plus 4. And on this side, it's going to stay the same. It's still going to be the x squared plus 5x minus 4. And so now what we want to do is bring this to this side so that it can be equal to 0. Right? We can make a function that's equal to 0. Now, if we do that, what we end up getting is x squared minus 9x minus 8. Now, to be able to find the values for x, which we need to do now to solve for the equation, we can only do that through either factoring or by using the quadratic equation. Now, the reason we can't do factoring is because there's no set of numbers that create the sum of 9 or negative 9 and make the product of negative 8. There is just no set of numbers that could do that. So we cannot just do normal factoring. So what we have to do is use quadratic formula. So let me erase this. Let me write the original equation that we come up with up here. X squared minus 9x minus 8 is equivalent to 0. So now I have to use a quadratic formula. How do we use the quadratic formula? The quadratic formula states that x is equivalent to minus b, I wrote d, but minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4a being 1, or a, c, over 2a. So now we have to sub in. This is our a, this is our b, and this is our c. So now we just have to sub in. What we get is x is equivalent to 9 plus or minus the square root of negative 9 squared minus 4, 1, negative 8. All of that over 2, 1. So what happens now is I'm going to actually erase this on this side. Erase that up to here. Is what's going to happen now is it's going to be x is equivalent to 9 plus or minus the square root of 113 over 2. So now we have to solve for x. So one of the values for x, if you round to 2 decimal places, is going to be 9.82. The other one's going to be negative 0.82. So therefore, both of these values for x will make x squared plus 5x minus 4 over 7x plus 2 equivalent to 2. So any of these values, either this one or this one, if you plug into x properly, you should get the value 2, making this correct. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I did well.